have fun staying poor. That's what some crypto investors used to say. Well, now we're all poor. How do you like that? We're well and truly into this crypto winter, and it doesn't look like it's going to end anytime soon. If we have a look at previous crypto winters, they lasted generally for a period of a year, 360 days in 2018 and 400 days in 2014. In our current crypto winter, we've only been in it for 230 days. So assuming this winter lasts for a year, we could see a re-emergence from the winter by the end of this year, potentially the start of 2023. If we have a look at some interesting technicals, we're at the most oversold in the history of Bitcoin. There have been only 2 other instances in the history of Bitcoin where we have had this oversold reading of 28. And if we mark them on here, that was December 2018 and January 2015. Now, interestingly, both of these instances were the very bottom of the crypto winter, and they mark the start of the new bull run, and anyone that invested around this indicator would have been very happy over the long run. So potentially it might make sense to start adding a little bit of risk for your strategic long-term holdings. But there is obviously still a lot of downside risk. And the key level that I think is remaining here is the 2017-2018 high of 19,000. Now, I think that's probably going to act like a little bit of a magnet over the coming weeks and months for Bitcoin. But we also have a bit of support coming up here on the bottom rail of this parallel channel, also at around 20,000. If we have a look at the last instances where Bitcoin was this oversold, there was actually a long period afterwards where price consolidated before eventually turning up. So in 2015, we had about 200 days of consolidation before price eventually turned up. And in 2018, 2019, we had about 100 days of consolidation before price turned up. So there's no rush really to be jumping into Bitcoin anytime soon. But certainly over the next 100 days, towards the end of this year, you might want to start thinking about some opportunities in crypto, or Bitcoin specifically. Now, there's a lot of people worried about inflation getting higher and interest rates going higher, and if we continue to see that, we're going to continue seeing pressure on cryptocurrencies and other risk assets. But if we start to see a peak in inflation, some people suggested we might see one around September time this year or before then, and then if yields and interest rates start to peak and level off a bit, that would be a great indicator to start adding risk, and crypto is the riskiest. You know, oil could start rolling over anytime over the next several months, and everyone at the moment is talking about inflation and the fear of higher interest rates. In actual fact, the contrarian view at the moment is for inflation to decrease and interest rates to decrease as well. And if we see that, that will create an amazing platform for crypto to launch higher. Now, one caveat to that is we have not seen the performance of crypto throughout a bear market in equities or a recession. Bitcoin was first introduced in 2011, so that was after the worst of the financial crisis and the Great Recession. So if we go into an environment where, you know, we start to see something similar to the Great Recession, possibly all bets are off for crypto, and we just don't know where it's going to be going. But if you want to manage a small position in crypto, I think over the coming 100 days to the end of the year, there's going to be some excellent opportunities. So, good luck with your investing and your losing. Pip pip, bye bye.